Maxon's waiting to talk to you, and I'm not throwing the switch until he gives us the go.
Elder Maxon.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Right. Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence. That being said, this is the first. When we throw that switch, God willing.
Nothing's gonna stop me when I'm so close to the...
Eager to get inside, huh? Now, I want you to listen very carefully. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists. During this process, we were able to...
How did the Brotherhood meet?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, after some time, we're fairly certain.
What sort of different?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel. After the capital wasteland was secured, she objected. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want... If you find out that she's still alive, make contact. There's a special project we're working on.
Right. Consider it done, Elder.
Very good. Very good. Listen to me, Knight. Just keep your mind on the mission. And don't... Good luck.
Hey.
Awaiting your command.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
There's still that off-the-record matter I'd like to...
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Thank you. This is difficult for me to say, so... When you were first placed under my sponsorship, I had some... Despite all that, this has turned out to be a... At this point, honestly, I don't feel like there's anything else I could teach you about being a Brotherhood soldier. It's apparent from your attitude and your actions that you intend to keep...
You're beating around the bush. Is there something...
Is it that obvious? I've never been very good at...
Sure.
Let me start at the beginning. I grew up alone in the capital wasteland. Spent most of my childhood picking through the ruins and selling scrap. When I was a bit older and had a few caps to my name, I moved into Rivet City and opened a junk stand. While I was there, I met a guy named Cutler. We got along pretty well. When the Brotherhood came through on a recruiting run, we felt like it was a way out.
I have a hard time picturing you as anything but a soldier.
Clearly, I was ignoring my calling. Anyway, about a year after we were posted to the Prydwen, Cutler vanished on a scouting op. It took some convincing, but I was able to persuade my CO to let me assemble. It took almost 3 weeks, but those wretched abominations had slaughtered everyone but Cutler.
Sure.
The mutant bastards used their FEV to change him into one of their own kind. He wasn't Cutler anymore. I had to...
You did the right thing.
It's what I was taught. I don't know if it was right. Ever since Cutler died, I've seen other soldiers come and go. Some were brave, some were honest. But I'd never considered any of them to be a good friend. A friend like me. It's a good feeling, but it frightens me all the same. Having a bond with... I don't want to go through that again.
Well, there goes my dream of being reborn as a super mutant.
Glad to have changed your mind. I just thought you deserved to know how I felt.
Right.
I feel that I've overstepped my bounds. Whatever the case may be, I appreciate it.
Hey,
You need to talk?
how do you feel about us?
I'm glad you've adapted to the ideals I've been trying to teach. Keep up the good work, soldier.
That was all?
Affirmative.
Proctor Ingram?
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think this...
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can... You wanted to get into the Institute, right? Well, what are you waiting for? Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.